Today I'm going to give you a little crash course on how to repair your ATV plastic with the plastic welding kit that I got from Harbor Freight. I got it for about 20 bucks with the coupon, I think, if I remember. I don't know. I've had this thing for a while. I've been using it on all kinds of stuff. But basically what you got is you got your box. And what you see is you got your welder, you got mesh, you got your plastic fill, you've got your little brush, and then you've got your holder. Okay, so inside you have the mesh, which is really good actually for melting in. You'll see later on in the video. I ordered some extra plastic from Amazon, and then this is the plastic that it comes with to melt in there. And then of course you got your little instruction book and your little brush. But this is basically it. It's cooling down now, but nice screechy noise. But anyways, just in the short of it, it will, the pros and cons. Pros, it works. It does what it's supposed to. It'll help you melt the plastic. The con is this little tip right up here. Okay, you'll see later on in the video that I've had to bend it and shape it back. You'll see the angle of it. Sometimes the front part of the welding spoon will bend out, and that's from excessive pressure. The thing is that you can bend it back. It's nothing major. Just always keep an eye on your screws. Now, a notorious spot that a lot of people have claimed that have had issues in the past are right here on these 3 screws. The plastic in here gets, focus. The plastic gets a little brittle and the screws come out. What do I do recommend with this? Since it is, get the little extended warranty on it. Because I'll be honest with you, if you get in there and start using this a lot, you'll be using it, and there's a good chance that it'll probably break on you. But it's got a nice little LED light that pops up. Other than that, it's pretty simple. After you get the plastic and it gets on there and it's gooey, take a little scrub brush, clean that off, and you'll be back up and running. Pretty much the same way you solder. You'll see in the video that follows behind this. Alright, this is Trev, and I'll talk to you guys later. You have a great day, and thank you for shopping. Bye. Alright. What am I doing? Well, if you notice, I got some cracked plastic sitting right here. And I got a piece over here you guys can't really, I don't think, see. And it's missing. So what we're going to do is we're going to weld this. So what I like to do when it comes down to it, get this stuff, this shit stinks, but get it kind of mushy, kind of get a little bit of extra in there. And then what we do is go ahead and get it in there. Get it in that gap. Fill it in there. And then come around the back side. I know you probably can't see it too well. What I like to do is just kind of smooth it around a little bit. And it's a little gummy. That's alright. A little top coat. But then, like over here, you'll see it's cracked a little bit. Come back in. Kind of seam it back in there a little bit better. That's a little stronger. But then this is where everything goes. I like to come back in with a reinforced mesh, and you're going to see what happens. Now, a lot of people, I don't need the tongs on there. This is basically what happens with four-wheelers that are old. Like I said, many of you know about this one. This is the wife's. But what I do is I go ahead, heat it up, get it to melt in there a little bit. When you start seeing it coming up inside, you don't have to press too hard. Okay? Basically what we're doing is reinforcing this area. It's already known to crack, so what I do is you use the metal to melt itself in there. So that next time it's a little bit stronger, a little bit more resilient. This works on a lot of things though. Anything plastic, bumpers, stuff around the house. A couple weeks ago, I actually had to repair our outside septic control box because what happened, I hit it with a lawnmower, and you'll notice this bends a little bit. This ain't the best one in the world. And when it gets like that, all you have to do is just come back here, bend it down a little bit. But you really don't have to press. Because what you're doing is you're taking the heat and you want that stuff to seep right in there. And if you get a little over, that's fine. Just get it to where it's in there. See how it's gone inside the plastic a little bit? That's what you want. Okay? Then you come back over if you get any extra. And you just go ahead. Now, one thing is with this metal, this is part of the kit, is you'll notice that when you heat up, the whole wire heats up. And that's normal. And you get there and you start seeing that it's kind of like not heating real good over here. All you got to do, just let it cool down and go back to the spots you need to work on. But I thought this would be a great thing to show everybody when you have something plastic that's cracked, and what you can do to go in there and repair it. Instead of kind of like worried whether or not, now you can go in there. Let me work this in there a little bit. But what you can do is now you've reinforced your area that is prone to cracking. And you do want it to where the plastic will bubble up in there, and you can go above it. And then, like I said, just kind of smooth it out. Now, like you got the trough right here, you just come back in here, hold it on there for a little bit until you know the plastic's starting to melt, and then boom. Now, with this, I know you can't really see it. There we go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of this plastic right here. Just get it all gooey and gummy and gross. And then just take it while it's like that and fill in on top. And then you just kind of like use it as a knife. You cut it and it goes in there. Now, whether or not it's PVC or whatever, there's so many different things. But I use this to go ahead and go on top. It fuses in with the plastic. It does really good. Had to do this before on a couple other spots, and they hold themselves pretty good. But it looks like poo, but you know what? Who's really gonna look inside? It's meant to be on the inside anyways. So I just go around, smooth things out, makes things a little bit more uniform. And then take this, like I said, just get a little extra off of there. And then just get it in there. And then it'll heat up and it'll weld itself to the other plastic on the other side. Now I know you're saying, well, that looks like poo. Well, so what? This is just an idea. That's all it is. Now see, I've got a crack down here you all can't see. So I'm gonna heat this. I'm gonna come in sideways with this, and I'm gonna follow that crack all the way down. And I'm reseaming that spot. So then I go in there. I don't know if you can see it real good. I'm using the cell phone right now because it does better on the close-ups than the Canon or the Panasonic. I don't even remember what camera I got right now. Then I just go back and forth, make it a little bit stiff, and there you go. Now, what I will do after I get done, I'll blow a hole right here so that Mr. Nut and Mr. Bolt and Mr. Washer will go right dead center. And boom. See, look at that. Do that one spot. Oh, and by the way, this thing is hot. And it's not very forgiving. And you can melt right through this stuff. There we go. And just let it cool down. And let's take a look at the final product, shall we? Okay. There we go. So all I gotta do, drill that hole right there, and this is good to go. Now the one I got, it's missing. It broke over time, so I'm gonna be rebuilding it all the way. And it's gonna take a couple layers, but I just thought I would share that with everybody so that, hey, you know, if you've got cracked plastic on your four-wheeler, or you've got cracked plastic on your vehicle, or you got cracked plastic on the house, don't worry, don't panic. You can fix it. Okay? Well, this is Trav, and if you got any questions, concerns, like, subscribe, what have you, just let me know. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye. Alright, that's the finished project. So, there you go. I hope this helps everybody.